All right, Flynn, it's been a strong start to the season for yourself and the team. What's pleased you the most about this group and your play so far?
Probably just team camaraderie. We're building up great chemistry throughout the trainings. Yeah, it's been good.
Can I ask you about playing against your old team? Like, is it any bigger a build-up for you coming up against Melbourne United, where you played your first professional games?
It's definitely something special to me. Obviously, want to beat my old side, but still got a lot of close connections there, and still a lot of relationships and friendships over there. So I think it'll be a great game.
Does anyone get on the phone? Are they texting you? Are they trying to get in your head early?
Nah, we don't play that, but a couple of my boys like Kyle Bowen and Shaylee, so I reckon it'll be a good match against them.
Just you made the big move across from Melbourne to Adelaide. Are you happy so far that you did make that change? You're getting a lot more minutes and contributing a lot more on the court.
Yeah, I'm real happy about my decision. But obviously, taking it game by game, I just want to win games.
You're a part of that Melbourne side that was really successful last year. Do you see similarities in this team now, the culture, and do you think that this team could go the next step?
Yeah, I see a lot of similarities throughout our talent and our work ethic, and yeah, we just got to keep chopping wood, carrying water each day.
36 minutes played last week. Clearly, you're building a lot of trust amongst the team and the coach. What's the message that Coach Wells been giving you into the games? A couple of clutch threes late last quarter as well.
What was the overall question? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I said, how much coach does Coach Wells have in you? Playing big minutes, taking big shots, growing each game.
Yeah, I'd say he's got a lot of trust in me, but I think we've built a relationship over this past before the season, during the winter break. But yeah, I'd say he's got a lot of trust in all of us, to be honest.
Who are you learning from the most out there? There's some really experienced heads, DJ, Bryce, in particular Isaac Humphries. But who do you lean on the most when you?
I'd say I take a little bit from everybody. Everyone leads and shows their skills in different ways. Bryce, he leads by example, but Cheatham, he's a vocal leader, and you can just he leads with his energy and his effort. So yeah, I like taking a little bit from everybody. Like DJ, he's a vocal leader and a shooting ability. But yeah, I like learning from a lot of people.
How special has been playing, in guard with Bryce? 50 points is incredible, club record. What was that night like? Can you take us a bit behind the scenes after the game too?
Nah, it was pretty insane. Obviously, I haven't been a part of a team that's had a player drop 50 in an NBL game, so obviously that was surreal. But to be honest with you, I didn't realize until it was like last 2 minutes of the game where I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, we got to keep getting this guy the ball. So yeah, I think he performed great. He helped us get that win, and I think he's got a little bit more motivation and momentum heading into this next game.
You do reckon he can top it? Go one more?
Oh, you can definitely. You saw him last year. He had like a stint where he had 40s, 50s. He also had like a 59-point game. So yeah, you can definitely top it.
I just have to say on that though, there's been a little bit of criticism about the reliance on his offense. Obviously, he's putting up big numbers, but Sydney King's game, he got locked down a bit. Do you think you're too reliant on him?
I don't think we're too reliant on him. I think obviously if the man's hot, you got to get him the ball because he's cooking, and it's just what's working for us at that time and place. But obviously we're a new team. We've got a lot of depth, and we're ready to show it.
How important is it going across to Melbourne now? They're undefeated, like big test. Do you focus on that, or is it just more process game by game?
Definitely process game by game, but I'd say because they're undefeated, I'd say they've got more pressure on them. But for us, we're slowly building. Obviously 5-1. Yeah, so we're taking it game by game, trying to get better each day. We took steps in the right direction coming off that win against Cairns, but obviously coming in today, it was real loud, competitive, so it was great.
Does the coach speak to you a bit about, Melbourne United? Does he try to get some insight from you about the way they want to play?
Not really. Like, let me rephrase that. So after training, we just kind of got on the whiteboard, and he was picking my brain about how he thinks they'll defend us, and yeah, we're just creating clarity so we could create a picture for us to break down this upcoming week and come up with a game plan.
And is it nice to have a slightly longer break after, you had 4 games in it was 9 days, a lot of travel as well? So nice to actually just be home in your own bed for a little bit and have a bit of extra time to plan for this week.
Yeah, it's definitely nice.
Yeah, there's a few sore bodies out there.
Yeah, I'd say we're doing a great job load managing. But yeah, I'd say a lot of us are ready to get after it.
Just going back to the Melbourne matchup, Chris Golding obviously still cooking. Is there any plans for him? Have you guys identified him or someone else in the side?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the league knows Chris Goulding, knows who he is, but we also know who Milton Doyle is. You know, they've got great shooters all across the board, Tanner Cribbs, so obviously that's a key focus, taking them off the three-point line, but also cautious of their playmaking ability as well. So yeah.